Being the only humanoid male in all of Touhou Project, I've always thought that Rinnosuke Morichika was a very interesting character. Not only is he half human, half yokai, the breed that we have no idea what it is, but he also has knowledge that seems to beget his non-action persona. Because as far as we know, Rinnosuke has no action abilities. He has an ability that lets him understand an object, not necessarily, like, exactly what it does, but about it. Like a Game Boy, it was like a thing that controls a world, but he didn't know it was fictional, so he thought it was like a doomsday device. And that is very interesting. But what's more interesting is the fact that he lives in Gensokyo. And he's clearly over 100 years old, because he himself said, centuries, those are but days to me. Like, something along those lines. And he even referred to Remilia as a child. Like, which means 500 years is absolutely nothing to him. So he could be over 1,000 years old. We also know he's immune to both yokai and human diseases. So he's got that going for him. And if he's lived in Gensokyo for so long, you'd think he'd know how to defend himself. Because clearly, it's a dangerous place. And he lives on the edge of the Forest of Magic, which is a place that's pretty dangerous. And we know that he was like an older brother figure to Marisa as she was growing up. So, who's to say that he didn't teach her stuff? We know he helped design the mini Hakero, which allows her to use the Master Spark. But what if it goes further than that? What if he taught her how to fight? Especially since PC-98 isn't canon anymore, so Mima didn't play a role as far as we know. So Marisa would need to have a new mentor. Who's to say it isn't Rinnosuke? And beyond that, we know that he isn't originally from Gensokyo, because he has made comments on the outside world, and it's clear that he's been there before, and it's like, oh, this has changed a lot, or whatever. And the thing is, what I'm saying is that Rinnosuke is probably a retired badass. If you don't know the term, it's from TV tropes, and the way that is basically, I think he was part of the previous generation of Defenders of Gensokyo before Danmaku existed and all of that. And I like to think that he worked alongside Reimu's mom or grandmother, maybe Kanpaku Yoki, maybe Hijiri Myorin as well, and they had a whole thing, and it was a whole previous generation. And then, fast forward to the current time, Rinnosuke is the only survivor, currently active member of that previous organization, previous team, and that would be interesting. Now, one thing I want to go into is, what kind of yokai is Rinnosuke? We know he's half yokai. We know it gives him a weird ability. We know that, in all honesty, he's very unique. So you have to ask, what yokai bred with a human to make him who he is? And I'm going to theorize that he is actually half Nuraihan. Now, hear me out. If you don't know what a Nuraihan is, it's the leader of the Hyaku Yako, the Night Parade of 100 Demons, and they're known for, like, stealing and being able to diminish their presence, right? Similar to, like, Koishi's subconscious manipulation, but you can do it actively. I think he's half Nuraihan. And the reason I think that is because not only is he very mysterious, not only does he have a little, like, quaint old man inquisitive feel to him, but I have a feeling that is how he's survived in Gensokyo so long. I believe his real ability is the ability to go unnoticed. And that's how he explores Gensokyo so easily without ever being noticed. Because he can do that. And in all honesty, I think that would be very interesting because we don't have a Nuraihan representative in Touhou yet. So if it's revealed that he's half Nuraihan, I think that would be very cool indeed. In any case, that wraps up my analysis on who the hell Rinnosuke Morichika is. I hope you enjoyed it.